We are talking health today, particularly the healthy heart and healthy vascular system, and that is what our big deal is aimed at for this week. This is from Prime 50, the only company in the UK dedicated to the nutrition and well-being needs of the over 50s. And this from Prime 50 is the Healthy Heart and Blood 60-day supply. We'll tell you exactly what you get in a moment, but that is a phenomenal price for 1 week only till Sunday midnight, or while stocks last, of £23. Your number is 402261. Delighted as always to welcome Dr. Max Garland from Prime 50, founder of the company, Doctor of Biochemistry. You have worked in this business for many, many years, and your priority is really targeting those specific concerns of the over 50s, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, we know that the over 50s, 60s, 70s and beyond are desperately deficient in many vitamins and minerals and micronutrients. And we know this not from Google or the Daily Rag. We know it because we've looked at the real government data from around the world, but we've concentrated just on the UK. And I have to say, it's quite shocking, some of the deficiencies that we have. And if we are deficient, that's not a good sign later in life. So we do need to replete ourselves with the right micronutrients.
So we've seen Dr. Max bringing us lots of different products here. We've got fighting fatigue, we've got products for healthy joints. This is about the heart and the vascular system, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. I mean, this really is the big one today. To me, this is one of the most important things we can look after. You know, we talked about brain health yesterday, but today we're talking about heart health. That was a lovely image of a very nice, healthy beating heart and a nice, healthy vascular system full of healthy blood. So you'll notice that we've called this healthy heart and blood, because blood is important to keep healthy as well.
So what are we getting? We've got 2 bottles here. They each have 60 capsules in, so you've got a 2-month supply for that price of £23. So what is in these bottles?
Yes, now I'd love a 1-hour show to go through every single ingredient.
We haven't got one.
Great detail. But in one of the bottles, we have a very distilled, concentrated omega-3 fish oil supplement. Right. Now, not all omega-3 fish oils are the same. You can get some cheap and nasty fish oils where you need about 10 of the fish oil tablets to get the right dose.
Okay.
Or you can get something like this, Prime 50, where we've got the very best, the most concentrated, beautifully yellow, non-oxidized, pure fish oil.
Okay.
What people should be shopping for isn't fish oil, it's DHA and EPA. They are the active ingredients that we should be shopping for.
So that's what you should be looking for on those labels. So you get a month's supply of that, and these are both 1 a day from each bottle.
That's right.
Which is very easy. Yeah.
That's right. That's the first bottle. The second bottle is a, I think, meticulously formulated micronutrient blend. Okay. All of the ingredients are on the back of pack, and we have a whole range of health claims. A lot of people think that health claims can, you know, any Tom, Dick and Harry can put any health claim on. No, no, no. EFSA, that's the Food Standards Agency in Europe, are very strict in terms of what we say, especially on TV.
Sure.
So every single health claim has been meticulously put together. So we have 2 bottles, fish oil and a dry pressed tablet. And
it couldn't be simpler. We take 1 a day from each, and you can take it at any time of the day you like. You don't have to take it in the morning, have to take it in the evening, which is great. Yeah. And they're sugar-free and they're gluten-free as well, which is good, so bear that in mind. Is anyone who shouldn't use these, can't take these? Yeah,
there's only one contraindication. It's a slight warning on the pack. Those who are on, you know, pretty serious medication like blood-thinning tablets, and there will be some people. The supplier of the vitamin K2, which I'll talk about in a minute, has said it's probably a good idea to put a contraindication on the pack. It's always best to check with your GP. In most cases, he or she will say it's okay, but I'd rather put it on the pack so people are aware of it.
Okay, brilliant. We should just point out that Prime 50 have won an award recently as well. Congratulations.
We have, yes, I'm very proud. The best senior nutritional supplier for 2018 from the pharmaceutical and the healthcare award. So I'm absolutely delighted with that.
That's really, really good. So you know you're getting quality, you know you're getting something that's got an awful lot of research behind it. Let's look a little deeper into these bottles, shall we? In fact, it'd be quite interesting to see what the pills actually look like as well inside.
Yes.
So,
okay, so we talked about the omega-3 fish oil already. Very, very important. A high level of DHA and EPA. These are the active ingredients that really contribute to a healthy heart. That has been scientifically proven. We also have thiamine in here. Now, thiamine is the same as vitamin B1, but we've put a fairly high level of thiamine in here because some of us are lacking thiamine. And if we're lacking thiamine, that can also give us problems. We also have riboflavin. We know that riboflavin helps maintain red blood cells. We need red blood cells for a healthy heart. We also have what I call the trio, vitamin B6, B12, B9, or folic acid, as some people call it. This helps homocysteine. Now, it's a little bit technical, but I think it's important.
Sure.
Because a lot of people are starting to get homocysteine tests. Now, homocysteine is a very toxic, nasty material which builds up in our bloodstream as we get a little bit older.
Okay.
And that is associated with heart problems later in life. So we need to keep our homocysteine fairly low.
Okay.
If we're lacking B6, 12, or folic acid, unfortunately, the homocysteine can build up.
Right.
We don't want that,
Okay.
and therefore we've got the right optimal level of these three particular vitamins in
Brilliant.
here.
And just questions that are just occurring to me as I'm listening to you talking, because it's so interesting. A lot of us know that as we get older, it is harder for us to absorb these sort of micronutrients. But you've solved that problem as well, haven't you?
We have, yeah, that's a really good point. We have three strategies for solving that. The first is that we have an amazing material called bioperin. This is an extract of black pepper, so it's a nice natural material. And this has been shown scientifically to increase the absorption in the gut. As we get older, we don't absorb micronutrients that well. A lot of people don't know that. So we've added this extract. We also don't use just minerals, which are oxides and carbonates, which sit in the tummy for a long time and don't dissolve. We use organic minerals. These get into the bloodstream quickly, things like selenium and what have you. But also, we mentioned folic acid a second ago. Very, very important vitamin indeed. We know that 20% of people aren't that good at absorbing folic acid. If you don't absorb folic acid, you can be in trouble later in life.
Yeah.
So we've added the most absorbable, usable form of folic acid called L-methylfolate. You won't find that in many places.
So what you've done is, not only are you putting together the right ingredients for those of us who are over 50, but you've made them really available to us. We can really absorb them. Just wanted to quickly show you what these capsules look like. This is what we're talking about. So, they're not tiny, but they're very smooth, easy to take capsules. Could you split them and break them up if you wanted to?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, you can do that with capsules, can't you?
Yes,
so that's what they look like, and I'll show it in a second. I'll show you the fish oil as well. But it's just really, really interesting, isn't it? And the fact is that, of course, we're aimed at over 50s, but younger people, if they want to, because I know every time we have you on, people go, oh, can I take them? I'm 45 or I'm 39. It's fine, isn't it? Clearly, they're targeted to get the most benefit from people over 50, but if you're a bit younger and you want to try them, that's fine.
Yeah, it's ailment-driven. I'm worried about looking after the health of the over 50s, but I have a stack of consumers who are, even under 30 taking this, because they watch the programme and they know that, these products have been really scientifically thought through.
And there's the fish oil just to show you, lovely little...
These are really small.
They're really dinky, really easy to take as well. So that's what we're talking about, and it's one of each a day, which is, very, very easy to do. And I love the fact that you don't have to remember the morning, the evening, lunchtime, wherever you can fit it into your day.
No problem at all.
That's
really I always say with tablets and fish oil tablets, because a lot of the nutrients are fat-soluble, you want to get those into the bloodstream, so it's best to take with a meal, because then the meal helps the fat vitamins, things like vitamin K and E, etc., get much better absorbed into the bloodstream.
I know that often we hear people who, dietitians, for example, saying, but you can get all these from your food. The fact is that we don't, though, do we always? Most of us don't, because we don't have time or scope or whatever to be eating 10 fruit and veg a day and all of that stuff. Yes, it's doable, but most of us don't, and that's why we need things like this.
Yes, it's very theoretical.
Yeah.
They're right to say it, obviously.
Sure,
you can do it. If we're eating things like this all the time, meat, milk, all that kind of stuff. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but these are superfoods as well.
Sure.
You've got a chance of getting everything, but the vast majority of us are not. And again, I go back to the data on the over 50s, 60s, 70s. The data says 95% of us are not getting enough vitamin D in our food.
That's worrying, isn't it?
33% not enough vitamin C. 82% not enough copper, magnesium, and it goes on and on.
So this is like an insurance policy.
Yeah.
You're protecting your health. If you care about your health, this is something that may be worth thinking about. We have so many people, actually, very esteemed people in the industry, like this dietitian, Liz Wells, who says Prime 50 is the only product range on the market focused solely on the needs of adults over the age of 50. We also have Christine Bailey, who is a nutritionist, award-winning. Prime 50 is the only brand that incorporates the latest scientific knowledge surrounding the aging process. You have got a 60-day supply. You also have a 60-day money-back guarantee, by the way. If you did want to return them, that's absolutely fine. But we also have an auto delivery option for you, which you can check out on the website, which will get you your first delivery, of course, but then another delivery every 60 days for a year. So if you want to carry on taking advantage of this great price for up to a year, go for the auto delivery, which you can find on the website. So £23 gets you this 60-day supply. Before we finish, can we just sort of sum up again what this is and why would we want to take this?
Yes, it's basically to look after our heart, obviously, our heart function, which is so important. You know, our heart is pumping huge amounts of blood, around 60,000 miles of capillaries.
That's an amazing figure,
2.5 times around the world. I mean, it's crazy
incredible
when you think about it. And also we need to keep our blood healthy. You know, I keep going on about blood. We haven't mentioned cholesterol, but, you know, having high cholesterol isn't great. But the important thing is to make sure it doesn't ever become oxidized. That's the problem. And we have a whole stack of antioxidants in here, like vitamin E and selenium, to help protect against that.
Isn't it worth a try? Healthy Heart and Blood, it's a 60-day supply, fabulous company with a huge history behind it. 402 261, that is our big deal, and just £23 to get yours.